Second infective conjunctivitis is viral conjunctivitis. It is caused by herpes viruses, adenoviruses, myxoviruses, paramyxoviruses, pox virus. Viral conjunctivitis is common in all age groups. It is most commonly caused by adenoviruses. Mostly viruses involves the epithelium of the cornea and the conjunctiva. So, typical viral regions are keratoconjunctivitis. There are three clinical forms of viral conjunctivitis. First one is the acute serous conjunctivitis, second one is the acute hemorrhagic conjunctivitis, and last is acute follicular conjunctivitis. It is further divided in different types. Acute serous conjunctivitis, it is mild grade viral infection. There is a no follicular response. There is minimum conjunctival congestion, presence of watery discharge, and boggy swelling of conjunctival mucosa. It is self-limiting condition, so there is no requirement of the treatment. Broad spectrum antibiotics if secondary bacterial infection present. Acute hemorrhagic conjunctivitis. It is caused by picornavirus. There is presence of subconjunctival hemorrhage on the vulvar conjunctiva, and symptoms are pain, redness, watering, mild photophobia, transient blurring of vision, and the lid swelling. And signs are conjunctival congestion, hemosis. Multiple specific sign is multiple subconjunctival hemorrhage in the vulvar conjunctiva, mild follicular hyperplasia, lid edema, preauricular lymphadenopathy, and fine corneal keratitis. It is also self-limiting condition, so no specific treatment, but prophylaxis is important. Then follicular conjunctivitis. It is characterized by formation of follicles, conjunctival hyperemia, and discharge from the eye. It is divided into acute follicular conjunctivitis, chronic, and the specific type. Specific one is the trachoma. So, what are follicles? Follicles are localized aggregation of lymphocytes in the adenoid layer of the conjunctiva. They appear as tiny grayish white translucent rounded swelling around 1 to 2 mm in diameter. This resembles as boiled sago grains. Acute follicular conjunctivitis has marked follicular hyperplasia, especially of the lower fornix and the lower palpebral conjunctiva. In this condition, patient has complaints of redness, watering, mild mucoid discharge, mild photophobia, and feeling of discomfort. Signs are the same: conjunctival hyperemia and multiple follicles. It is commonly caused by viruses. There are the etiological types of acute follicular conjunctivitis. These are adult inclusion conjunctivitis, but it is not viral, caused by chlamydia. Other one is the epidemic keratoconjunctivitis, pharyngoconjunctival fever, Newcastle conjunctivitis, and acute herpetic conjunctivitis. Epidemic keratoconjunctivitis caused by adenovirus types 8 and 19, but also by 3 and 7. It is associated with superficial punctate keratitis and it occurs in epidemics. It is markedly contagious and transferred by direct contact. It happens in different phases, and there is presence of pre-auricular lymphadenopathy in all cases. Treatment is supported, no specific treatment. It is a picture of epidemic keratoconjunctivitis. We can see here follicles in the palpebral conjunctiva, presence of pseudomembrane, and presence of superficial punctate keratitis in the last pictures. Pharyngoconjunctival fever is caused by adenovirus type 3 and 7. It is acute follicular conjunctivitis with pharyngitis, fever, and preauricular lymphadenopathy. It is commonly seen in children and in epidemic forms. Corneal involvement is seen in 30% of cases, and treatment is same, supportive. There is no requirement of any specific treatment, and supportive treatment are artificial tear substitute and cold compression. Newcastle conjunctivitis is a rare one. It is caused by Newcastle virus. It affects mainly poultry workers who have history with deceased fowls, and its clinical picture similar to pharyngoconjunctival fever. Acute herpetic conjunctivitis. It is always accompanied with primary herpetic infection. It is caused by herpes simplex virus type 1 commonly. It is usually unilateral. Incubation period is 3 to 10 days. It has typical and atypical forms. In typical forms, follicular conjunctivitis present with other herpetic lesions, and in atypical forms, follicular conjunctivitis without other herpetic lesions. There is also the corneal involvement and the preauricular lymphadenopathy. Treatment is supportive, and this condition is self-limiting. There is a role of antiviral drugs if there is an involvement of the cornea. Chronic follicular conjunctivitis. It is mild chronic lateral conjunctivitis with follicles predominantly in lower palpebral conjunctiva. It is caused by prolonged use of pilocarpine or adrenaline. It may be toxic due to cellular debris in molluscum contagiosum. Till we have read about bacterial and viral conjunctivitis in brief. Now, how to differentiate between two? In bacterial conjunctivitis, patient has purulent or mucopurulent discharge, stickiness of the eyelashes, and presence of yellow crust over the lid margin, and it is bilateral condition. But in viral conjunctivitis, discharge is watery, and there is a history of recent upper respiratory tract infection. It is unilateral condition, and there is a presence of follicles and preauricular lymphadenopathy. Bacterial conjunctivitis is treated by broad spectrum antibiotic, but treatment of viral conjunctivitis is supportive. There is a picture of bacterial and viral conjunctivitis. You can see here the clinically difference between these two conditions.